painting the sky red and scattering soil across drought-stricken Texas. It's the driest year in the history of the state.
On this farm right here this year, we've had less than an inch of rain.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real dry. I've never seen a year like this. We're pretty fortunate to have a crop at all.
Vance Cottrell is one of the lucky ones. His West Texas farm has a reliable source of water, but many of his neighbors do not and are desperate for outside help.
That's why you see some farmers in business and then you see them 2 years later, they're gone. Like my dad used to always tell me, I lost my father last year. He said, this is a big man's business.
Because farming is risky, America has been supporting its farmers going all the way back to the Civil War. But the modern era of farm subsidies dates to the 1930s, the confluence of the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression. In the 8 decades since, the Farm Bill has become increasingly complicated, politicized, and even bizarre. It's also proven almost impossible to reform.
We pay too much to the wrong people to do the wrong things.
Earl Blumenauer, a Democrat from Oregon, came to Congress in 1996 and has spent much of his time here trying to overhaul the Farm Bill.
Rich and powerful organizations have platoons of lobbyists, and people develop their own special niche, their own way to milk the taxpayer, and they work to expand it.
The last Farm Bill, passed in 2008, ran 1,770 pages. It's a tangle of price supports, insurance subsidies, and good old-fashioned giveaways totaling tens of billions of dollars. Lobbying for the 2012 Farm Bill is already in full swing, but many expected change to come this week.
The committee will come to order.
The collapse of the Congressional Supercommittee dashed hopes of reform and sends the Farm Bill back to the Agriculture Committee, continuing generations of precedent suggesting these subsidies only get bigger and more complicated. They may represent a small percentage of the federal budget, but they're also a kind of parable for how Washington works and why it's hard to change.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.